is Bernat the Crocheter, and this is my cave. Today I want to go ahead and test the waters in dyeing some cotton yarn. But before we do anything, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for taking time out of your day to come to watch my videos. For those of you who are new to my channel and are still on the fence whether or not you're going to subscribe, just go ahead and subscribe. Join the fun, join the crew, and join the ride. I think you'll enjoy it. For those of you who have been with me all along, thank you for your continual support. I really do appreciate it, and you guys mean the world to me. So what I do for you guys, and I appreciate all the support that I get from my subscribers, which by the way doesn't cost anything. So just go ahead, subscribe, like, share if you like, and leave a comment. Let me know what you like, what you don't like from my channel, and give me constructive feedback. That's all I ask for, feedback that is positive and that I can actually use to improve the channel. Now let's get back to business, right? So I bought this kit. It is called the Block Party Kit. It comes with 6 bottles. I took the bottles out, and the bottles are 16 ounces, so they're pretty large bottles, and the bottles already come with the powder, the color powder inside. All you gotta do is add water. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I am going to be testing this out. You guys know I have plenty of yarn, and I have plenty of cotton, 100% cotton white yarn. Now, I was going to use a yarn that I was gifted, but I found this in my stash. This is just like a Homemaker, I think it's called, or yeah, I think it's Homemaker 100% cotton yarn. And what I did is that I broke it up into little sections, and I put it in this big cookie sheet that I have, not cookie sheet, but cake pan that I have. Because it doesn't have to be pre-soaked, I just went ahead and spread it out in such a way where it won't get tangled, and where the color is going to be absorbed in a good portion of the yarn. So I am going to go play with this and this, and you want to come with me? Okay, let's go. Well guys, welcome back to my kitchen. So once again, the kit that I'm using, just in case you're interested, is actually a tie-dye kit. It is a Tulip Tie Dye Kit. I got it through Amazon. It cost about $19. Let me make sure you guys can see what it is. And it comes with 6 bottles: red, orange, yellow, green, turquoise, and purple. Like I said, the bottles come already pre-filled with the color powder, I guess, yeah, the colored powder. I don't know what else to call it. The color, the dye, the powder dye. That's what I was looking for, the powder dye. And the bottles are quite big. They're 16-ounce bottles. I'm going to show you right now. So this is the pack. Once again, I got it through Amazon. And this is the size of the bottle. As you can see, this is my hand. It is a pretty large bottle. Okay, so we are going to, I'm going to bring you along. I have not filled it. It's still just a powder. I'm going to show you. Whoop. Let's see if I can. You see how the powder is in there? All you have to do is add water, and then you have the colored coded tab, so you know what color is which, and of course the bottle has the sticker of the color you have, so you shouldn't be mixing it up. But after you're done with this kit, you can keep these bottles and just order the tulip powder dye and just continue to use these bottles. They already have the top. This is the green. I'm going to show you guys the yellow, the orange, the red, and the purple. So we are just going to dive in and start painting some yarn. Now, I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. It does need to sit for about 5 to 6 hours. So once I do this, I'm going to let it sit basically overnight. Tomorrow I'll rinse it out and then I'll let it dry, and then we'll come back and see the outcome. So once again, it's this Tulip kit, in case you're interested. I'll try to remember to put the link below of the Amazon item. And then it comes with a bunch of techniques. This is a tie-dye pack, so it shows you all different ways that you can dye t-shirts and such. Nothing like yarn, but basically it's a 1, 2, 3 kind of step. You fill the water into the bottle. Then step number 2 is you put it on your shirt or item that you're going to be dyeing. You cover it with saran wrap for 6 to 8 hours. And then you, once you've done the 6 or 8 hours, you rinse it. I'm going to go ahead and leave it overnight. So I want to make sure it's very well absorbed. And we'll go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera. I'm going to fill my my bottles up with the water, and we will get started. I'm not sure how well this is going to come through, but I'm going to do my best to try to capture as much as I can in camera. I'm super nervous, but let's go for it, guys. All right, so I already have my hands dirty, but that's okay. I have put saran wrap on top of my table just to kind of protect it. I have filled up my bottles right here. Recommendations right off the bat. If you get this kit, I would recommend that you fill the bottle halfway, shake the powder well, and then fill up the rest of the bottle, and then shake it again to make sure you get all the powder that's in the bottom. I did the blue one first, and it gave me a little bit of a hard time, and if I'm honest, I still think that there is still some powder residue stuck to the bottom of the bottle. So, whoops, look at that, I already got blue ink on the yarn. And also, I was going to say that use a paper towel to shake it, because these bottles, although they're cool with the colors and everything, they're not super sealed beyond the possibility of being spilled, which is why also I put them in this plastic container, so that if the bottle leaks on the side, it doesn't get anything that it doesn't dirty. But I've already gotten blue ink on the yarn, and that's okay, because this is what this is all about. It's going to just be fun. You guys see some of the little blue there already? And that was just one little drop. So so let's get started. I am going to start with, I don't know, I don't want to do rainbow per se, but I do want to incorporate all the colors of the rainbow, if that makes any sense. But let's go ahead and well, I already spilled the blue, so let's go ahead and start with the blue. Another thing about this is that once you've mixed it in the bottle, you have 72 hours to use it. You can still use it, but the color potency is not going to be the same according to the instructions. So I'm going to take this little tab off. I'm going to put it on a paper towel because I can see already that there's going to be, and I maybe should, let me pause really quick. Let me go get some gloves on before I make a bigger mess of my hands. Already kind of dirty, so with the color dye. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back with gloves. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Should have, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and had to go back and do it. So, okay guys, I'm taking a deep breath, and here we go. I'm gonna start with the blue, Whoops, I'm making a mess, but, oh, wait a minute. For some reason, this is clogged, and I think that maybe there is dye in there, so it clogged the lid. So let me rinse this out. Sorry, I'm back. So there's no right or wrong here, I guess. So here we go. They say we don't have to pre-soak, so I am going to just go for it. And then just try to push it into the yarn myself. I'm gonna try to get both the bottom. Oh my god, you guys should see the floor around me. I'm so glad that my floor is tile. I can clean that up, but oh yeah, this is messy. It's fun. I'm not saying it's not fun, but it's messy. I'm gonna pause really quick so that I can clean up the splatters that I already have on the floor, guys, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So we are playing with the blue and trying to get it to absorb, which it is absorbing. I just want to make sure it's on both the front and the bottom of this of the yarn, because there's several different little bundles of yarn here, and I just want to make sure that they're all being covered semi-equally. There's nothing gonna be perfect, but as best as possible. I'm gonna seal that up. I'm gonna clean some more splatter, and I'm gonna come back with another color here. And I think I'm going to go with, let's try the green. No, let's try the orange. See, this one, the orange I actually mixed halfway, filled it halfway, mixed it, and then went back and filled the rest of it up. So I think it did a better job of mixing the color, rather than like the blue, it kind of all got a little discombobulated. I don't know, guys, maybe I shouldn't have done the orange so close to the blue. Let me see if I can do this, because it does take a little bit of time for it to absorb. Truth be told, it does. So I'm trying to get in here, in between the yarn. Doesn't have to be full coverage, but we want to make sure we see the color. Okay, I think I'm going to take a break with the orange. And put it aside. And I think I'm going to come back with the yellow, kind of line it up some. Do, 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 do. Truth be told, this is fun. I don't know what kind of mess I'm gonna create, but it's okay. It's not about the mess. It's about learning, trying new things, stepping out of your comfort zone, as long as it's something that is not unethical or illegal, you know, and try new things. I kind of like the way that yellow is covering. It's nice and bright, and it actually soaked up much faster than the other colors, which I like. So I'm going to put this one aside. See if I can find a little top. Here it is. Now I'm going to go with the green. This green is pretty dark. But it's a pretty green. And I like the way it looks right next to that yellow. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it because, you know, I don't like things that are expected. And normally you expect green right next to yellow. But I'm a little of a rebel without a cause here. Literally without a cause. So let's see. Make sure we get in here and get that. Get the yarn in all nice and soaked. I don't know, but I'm kind of liking this. I like this green as well. Once ooh, this green is leaking underneath. Let's see if I can shift it back over. But as we say, it's not about perfection. This is just a fun project. There's no real true expectations. Let's just see what happens. So now we're gonna go with the purple. It's a lot of green got soaked. It came up. That's okay. The next color is purple, so hopefully the purple will what color? Yeah, it looks like these little nozzles get a little bit clogged if it didn't say how long to shake the bottles, but I'm assuming either the little hole is not that big either, so which you don't want it to be. I mean, you get enough out without having to have a bigger hole. Just make a bigger mess, I guess. So I want to go ahead and get some here. We have that green creep up, but that's okay. It's part of the beauty. At least we hope it's a beauty, right? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and saturate this a little bit more. We'll go back and retouch the colors. Because I suspect that when we rinse it, we're probably going to lose quite a bit of it too. So, like, I will go right now and do more of the orange and the blue. I'm doing some more red here, some red. I thought this was red, but this is actually, I mean, it almost looked red, but it was actually orange. This is really red. It's like a blood red. Whoa. want to go ahead and extend over here. There's a lot of dye underneath, so I'm going to try to see if I can soak it up. See what I mean? And make sure cover all the skeins. There's going to be quite a bit of white too creeping through, so that's going to be pretty neat. I'm really not a lover of the color red. I know a lot of you guys love the color red, but I'm really not really crazy about the red. I don't know why. I've never been. Give me pink, give me purples. Those colors make me happy. But red, for some reason, it's never really caught my attention. I'm gonna do a little bit more of the yellow. I'm afraid that probably in the bottom it's gonna look a little dirty because I think the dye kind of creeps through and pulls underneath, and then that causes it to kind of get dirty. But like I said before, it's part of the learning process. It's one of those things. It is one of those things. Okay. My hand's getting sore from squeezing these bottles. Okay guys, I think this is as good as it gets. This is as far as I'm going to take it. I don't want to put any more because I don't want it to keep pulling underneath and make it even dirtier than I can see already it looks. So I'm tapping out my bottles. I'm trying to clean the mess around me, the little splatters. I can see I got some in my shoe, my white tennis shoes, which I suspected this was going to be a problem, but it is what it is. I'm going to put these back in my plastic container in case there's some leakage around the sides. My paper towel just to clean up any droplets that may have fallen. Although I'm going to leave this saran wrap here, and I'm going to cover the pan with that very same saran wrap. Okay, I think I got all of it. Now I'm going to go ahead and just soak up whatever's here. I'm going to see if I can turn it without creating a mess, so that I can avoid, you see what I mean about getting dirty? That's what I meant. Some of the dyes ran, even though I'm on a table, it ran down and it just kind of made the other side not as pretty as the top side. But that's okay. It's a learning process once again. Let me separate this from, you see what I mean? Look at this. It looks almost black. I'm hoping that once it dries and we can rinse it out, it lightens up the color. And even if it lightens up, we still have a bunch of splatters of different colors and white, so it's still gonna be. See, this one was laying on top of another one, so the one underneath got dirty. I call it dirty, but it's just kind of soaked up a lot of the runoff color and created its own little crazy mess. So I am going to leave this here. Just want to soak up as much as possible. I'm just going to leave it like that, and we're just going to see what comes out of this mess. See, this one got really, I think, really messed up. But you never know. Once it's washed, once it's rinsed, once it's dried, it can look very different. So we're just gonna wait the 6 hours that they recommend you wait. I'm going to move my items aside. You know what? Let me just get some more saran wrap. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do this. And I am just going to, it says to cover it. I don't know if it's just to avoid from, I think it's mainly to avoid from the dye from seeping away from the item. So I don't know if I should, I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I think this is just a wasted step. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to cover it, because I really do think the reason why they cover it is to avoid from losing dye, making sure it stays on the item. But this is in a pan and it's not going to go anywhere. So I will pause, and we will get together once I rinse this out and once I dry it, and we'll see what kind of crazy mess we've made. Talk to you later. Well guys, I have dyed the yarn and I washed it, and I have it out here by the pool drying. There's my shadow. See if I can get a better view. But like I said, the bottles were 16 ounces each, so I didn't want to waste it. So I grabbed all of my cotton yarn that I had. It's that inexpensive kind of cotton yarn that we use for washcloths and such. So, and I get them through shopgiftworthy.com, and I get the mill-ends. So what I did is I grabbed my yarn and I went ahead and created some different colors. I don't know what's gonna come out of it, but we got some like a mustard base with orange and red. We got a pink base with green and purple. We got some like teal and turquoise, and then this is more like a very light green base with turquoise and green. And I also did one that was white with all these same colors, and I will show you that a little bit later, because That one I rinsed, and instead of allowing it to dry out in the sun, because I colored it just like those other ones in skeins, I decided to try to put it in a laundry bag and put it in the dryer, and it was a big mistake. When it came out, it was a huge mess. There was 2.5 skeins that got all tumbled together and knotted, and I will try to include a picture of that so you can see. So I was able to untangle it, and I caked it up, and I will show you, well, part of it I caked it up. I will show you what came out. So these are the surviving pieces out of the dryer. Like I said, there were 2 white skeins just like the ones you saw outside, and I was able to untangle the mess that came out of the dryer, and here it is. It's all caked up. I still now have to cake this up and use it. I figured if I'm going to dye some cotton yarn, I might as well make it my own. I want to use it to make some more handbags, some crossbody bags, so it'll be interesting to see what comes of it. But I'm going to hang these up, not hang these up, but cake these up, and I'll show you the final product a little bit later. Alright guys, so here they are. These are the hanks that, or the yarn that we dyed together. This is the yarn that you saw out by the pool drying, the ones in the chair, and they are completely dried, all caked up, ready to be used. I'm probably gonna do a crossbody bag with it, but thank you so much for joining me in this little endeavor. I think I will be doing this again in the future. I had a blast. And like I always say, thank you so much for hanging out with me in the cave. Have a blessed day, and let's see if I can get this in here. Peace. Love you guys. Bye.